Welcome to Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. In this video, I'm going to revise with you the computer paper that the grade 9 internal cadence wrote for 2023. So I'm going to give you all the answers to the questions, and I'll try to be fast as much as possible, but I want you to stick around up to the end of the entire revision. So this paper has 70 marks and it's supposed to take 1 hour 45 minutes. So within 1 hour 45 minutes, the candidate should be done with writing or answering the questions in this paper. Okay, with that being said, let's go straight into section A, which is carrying 20 marks. So section A is carrying 20 marks, and the instruction for this section are as follows. The instructions are as follows. Answer all questions. So you need to answer all the questions, 1 up to 20, you answer them all. Mark your answers with a cross on the answer grid provided in the answer booklet. So what you need to know is by now, by the time you reach to write section A, to start writing your answers, you should make sure that you have got the answer booklet. Mostly you are going to pull it out of the center of the question paper. So once you have that, then you are good to go. So once you have written your details on the answer booklet, you need to make sure that you have put your particulars there according to the way the information that is requested. Mostly is your school code, your examination number. Those are the most important two informations that you need to write on your answer booklet. Your school code, your examination number, those you don't have to miss them. Okay, I've just the third one has slipped my mind, please, but you make sure you fill in all those details. Now once you've done that, then you come to section A and you start writing your answers. Don't forget to write your details, and on every page you put your examination numbers in case there is an accident where your answer sheet, your answer booklet is split into parts. They are able to identify the owner of the paper that is split in pieces, or the booklet that has been split into individual papers. Okay, so once you have done that, then you are good to go and answer the questions. So you write your answers on the answer booklet that should be provided or come with the question paper. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So with that being said, let's go straight into question 1. Question 1 is as follows. LAM stands for A, random access memory, B, random accessing memory, C, read access memory, D, read accessing memory. The correct answer for question 1 is A, random access memory. Question 2 is as follows. A dash is an example of automatic input device. A dash is an example of automatic input device. A, keyboard, B, keypad, C, mouse, D, sensor. So the correct answer here is D, sensor. Sensor is an example of automatic input device. That's the correct answer, D. Question 3 is as follows. Which of the following memory sizes is the smallest? Which of the following memory sizes is the smallest? So we have A, which is 0.9 GB, B, 1.8 MB, C, 102 kilobyte, D, 2048 bytes. Okay, so for us to determine the correct answer, we need to convert these memory sizes into 1 unit. Okay, all of them, they should be in 1 unit. Okay, so the smallest unit in memory size is bytes. Okay, so bytes, that's the smallest unit. So that's where we're going to convert all the memories in 2. So that means D will remain the same. It's going to be 2048 bytes. Then we are going to convert 102 kilobyte. Okay, so 102 kilobyte, that is 102,000 bytes. Okay, then B 1.8 megabyte. So 1.8 megabyte is equal to 1,800,000 bytes. Okay, then we come to A, which is 0.9 gigabyte. So 0.9 gigabytes will be converted to 900 million bytes. Okay, so that is the conversion. So it's going to be 900 million bytes. Okay, now the question is, which of the following memory size is the smallest? So our question now is, which number is smaller among these numbers I've written? So the smallest number is 2048 bytes. So the correct answer is D. Question 4 is as follows. Dash bar is the top row of a window of an application where its name is shown. Dash bar is the top row of a window of an application where its name is shown. A, menu, meaning menu bar is the top row of a window of an application where its name is written. No. B, task. Taskbar is the top row of the window of an application where the name is written. No. C, title. Title bar is the top row of the window of an application where its name is written or is shown. C is correct. Title bar is where the name of an application written. D, toolbar is the top row of a window of an application where its name is shown. No, the correct answer is C. C is the correct answer. Question 5. Dash is the type of software that manages hardware such as storage device. Dash is the type of software that manages hardware such as storage device. A, application software. B, generic software. C, operating system. D, payload system. The correct answer is C, operating system. Question 6 is as follows. Which function key on the keyboard opens the spell checker dialog box? Which function key on the keyboard opens the spell checker dialog box? A, F12, B, F9, C, F8, D, F7. The correct answer is D, F7. F7 opens a spell checker box. Okay. Question 7 is as follows. Dash is used to connect computers so that files are shared on a network without using wires. Dash is used to connect computers so that files are shared on a network without using wires. A, protocol. B, server. C, sensor. D, Wi-Fi. So what is connected to the computer to share files is Wi-Fi, which is D. D is the correct answer. Question 8 is as follows. Which of the following optical storage media show the storage size from the largest to the smallest? Which of the following optical storage media shows the storage sizes from the largest to the smallest? A, DVD to VCD to CD. That's correct. DVD is bigger than VCD and VCD is bigger than CD. Okay, so A is correct. Let's just go through the other options. B, DVD to CD. So that's where the mistake is. It should not from CD to VCD. It should be VCD to CD. C, VCD then DVD. That's why it's wrong. it should be DVD to VCD. VCD to CD, correct, but where it is wrong is CD to DVD. DVD is the biggest among all the three. So the correct answer is A. Question 9 is as follows. In Excel, the symbol that you can see on the screen there, in Excel, that symbol is used for, okay, in the Excel, that symbol there is used for what? A, addition, B, division, C, multiplication, D, subtraction. The correct answer is A, addition. That symbol is used for addition. Question 10. How can personal data be protected from hackers? How can personal data be protected from hackers? By A, backing up information. When you back up the information, that means you just have the second storage of the same information somewhere, so it can't protect the hackers. It can't protect you from the hackers. Sorry, it can't protect you from the hackers. You just have information on another storage. Okay. B, changing password frequently. Yes, this one can help. Changing passwords frequently can help. If the hacker gets to know the other password, you change it first, then you'll find another password, and it will be very difficult for that hacker to access your information. C, clicking on email attachments. No, this one will even risk you to be attacked by hackers. It will put more risk on hackers to attack your information. D, decrypting the information. Okay, so when you encrypt the information, that means you secure your information. Immediately you decrypt it, that means your information will be easily accessed. So the correct answer here is B, changing passwords frequently. Question 11 is as follows. The CPU and dash are two examples of processing device. The CPU and dash are two examples of processing device. A, compact disk. B, hard disk. C, memory card. D, network card. The correct answer is D, network card. Okay, the CPU and the network card are two examples of processing devices. Okay, so that's the correct answer. The disk card, hard disk, memory card, these are storage devices. Question 12 is as follows. To dash is to bring information into a program from another program. To dash is to bring information into a program from another program. A, export. Okay, so this one we can just go with the vocabulary of words, English words. To export is sending something away from where you are. B, forward. This is like when you receive, then you send it somewhere else again, or you get it from somewhere and then send it to other contacts, okay, or other destinations. C, indent. D, import. So to import, that is bringing something from somewhere into where you are. Okay, so import is the opposite of export. Export, you are sending out. Import, you are bringing in. Okay, so that is the correct answer is D. 12, the correct answer is D. Question 13 is as follows. Which file extension is suitable for storing images for web pages? Which file extension is suitable for storing images for web pages? A, PNG. B, PDF. C, TIFF. D, TXT. Okay, so the correct extension for storing images for web pages is A, PNG. PNG. Question 14 is as follows. How are activities controlled in the computer system? How are activities controlled in the computer system? By using the A. CPU, B. Flash disk, C. Hard disk, D. NIC. The correct answer is A. CPU. By using the CPU. How are the activities controlled in the computer system? By using the CPU. Question 15. The type of license that gives users the right to use and what to use an application software for is called? The type of license that gives users the right to use and what to use an application software for is called A. End user license agreement. That is correct, but we'll go through other answers. However, A is correct. B. End user license rights. C. Shareware license agreement. D. Shareware license rights. The correct answer is A. The correct answer is A. Question 16 is as follows. What is produced on a document in Word when Control and equal sign are pressed at the same time? What is produced on the document in Word when Control and equal sign are pressed at the same time? A. Double line, B. Strike through, C. Subscript, D. Superscript. So the correct answer is C. Subscript. When you press and the equal sign, what is produced on a document in a word is subscript. So the correct answer is C. Question 17. In Excel, the correct formula to add numbers from column C and column F in a row number 3 is? In Excel, the correct formula to add numbers from column C and column F in a row number 3 is A. Equal add C3 F3. B. Equal add in open bracket C3 comma F3 close bracket. C. Equal C3 plus F3. D. Equals C open bracket C3 colon F3 close bracket. So the correct answer is C, which is equals C3 plus F3. Question 18. Dash is the type of software that hides itself and damages other computer software and files. Dash is the type of software that hides itself and damages other computer software and files. A. Antivirus, B. Hacker, C. Trojan horse, D. Virus tracker. So the correct answer is C. Trojan horse is the type of software that hides itself and damages other computer software and files. So the correct answer is C. Question 19 is as follows. In Word, the feature that enables a user to send one common letter to many people at once is called? In Word, the feature that enables a user to send one common letter to many people at once is called A. Mail merge, B. Mail navigation, C. Template, D. Wizard. The correct answer is A. Mail merge. Mail merge. Okay. Question 20 is as follows. Payment of goods at supermarket using a debit card is done through a system known as electronic fund dash. Payment of goods at a supermarket using a debit card is done through a system known as electronic fund dash. A, electronic fund exchange at point of sale. So A, that is exchange at point of sale. B, exchange at supermarket. C, transfer at point of sale. D, transfer at supermarket. So the correct answer is C, transfer at point of sale. Transfer at point of sale. We come to section B, which has 20 marks. So the instructions for this section are as follows. There are 15 questions in this section. There are 15 questions in this section. Answer all the questions in this section by using one word or a short phrase. Write all your answers in the answer booklet provided. Okay, so that's what you need to understand. One, you need to know that here you're not going to be answering questions using short essay or paragraphs. Here you're going just to answer questions using one word, and sometimes you are going to use a short phrase. Okay, and all you need to do is you write your answers in the answer booklet that is provided, where you're recording your answers in section A. Okay, the same answer booklet. That's why you answer that's why you write your answers for section B, and I'm sure it is indicated in the answer booklet. Okay, so you make sure you do that against the number. So if you're answering question 1, you write your answer from the booklet on number 1 up to reach 15. Some questions will need you to answer two, maybe there will be 2 blank spaces where you need to put your answers. Please make sure you put answers on both blank spaces or on both provision. Okay, you do that. So don't make mistakes of like you just give one answer for the question that demands 2 answers. So you make sure you do that. If you don't do that, you are going to lose marks. If the answer you've given, which is 1, is correct, you get a mark, but for the one which you haven't written, you lose a mark. Okay, so you make sure you do the right thing. Okay, so now let's go to the actual questions in this section. We come to question 1, which is the abbreviation USB stands for. The abbreviation USB stand for. So USB stand for Universal Serial Bus. Universal Serial Bus. Okay, we come to question 2. Dash and dash are examples of system software. Dash and dash are examples of system software. So here they want you to mention the system software. So the common ones we have is 1, Windows. Okay, so you can write Windows there. And the second one that is more common now is Android. Okay, Android, there are so many phones that are using Android software, and some of the computers have been made with the provision of Android, okay, software. So Windows and Android, those are the correct answers. However, there was also other ones that you can write there. You can also write iOS or Ubuntu. So these 4 answers will be marked correct. Okay, so these 4 answers will be marked correct. If you write iOS, will be marked. Ubuntu, you'll be marked as well. Okay, we come to question 3. Addition, subtraction, and question 3 is addition, subtraction, dash, and dash are the arithmetic operation performed by the CPU. Addition, subtraction, dash, and dash are the arithmetic operation performed by CPU. So the correct answer there is, we can write addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication are the arithmetic operation performed by the CPU. So division and multiplication there are the correct answers. You can write them. We can start with multiplication and then you end with a division. It's okay. So division and multiplication are the correct answers there. Okay. Question 4 is as follows. To delete a slide, one has to dash click it on the navigation panel. To delete a slide, one has to dash click it on the navigation panel. So the correct answer there for question 4, one to delete a slide, one has to click. So that what you are going to do is you click on the right side of the mouse or you right click. So the full sentence will be, to delete a slide, one has to right click. So there the word which is supposed to be there is right. So click is already there. So you just say, to delete a slide, one has to right click it on the navigation panel. So the correct word there is right. Okay, we come to question 5. To type the first letter of a word in uppercase without using the uppercase lock key, user can hold down the dash button while pressing the key of the letter. So if you want to write a letter in uppercase, what you need to do is you press the shift key button, you press the shift key, then while you are pressing the letter or the key of the letter. So the correct word there is shift. So to type the first letter of a word in uppercase without using the caps lock key, user can hold down the shift button while pressing the key of the letter. So the correct word there is shift button. Shift. Okay, go to question 6, which is, an icon presents a dash and dash. An icon represents a dash and dash. So an icon, when you see an icon on a desktop, it may present a file. Okay, if you have put a music file there, it will be shown by an icon. If you have put a video file, it will be shown by an icon. If you have put a picture, there will be an icon of that picture. Okay, the other one is, it can also show the program. If there is a program, mostly when we want to use our programs, we see an icon on the desktop. That's why we click. Okay, so it can also represent a program. It can also represent a document, which is also a file. It can also represent an internet. Okay, it can also represent an internet. So when you see an icon, it can represent a lot of things, and for you to know what it is, you need to click on it. Then that's when you will know. Okay, sometimes depending on the programs you have installed, the music icon can be noticed, and also the video file can be noticed, and the music file can also be noticed without even clicking on it. Okay, but all of them, they will be represented by an icon. We come to question 7. Dash are terms entered on a computer as input. Dash are items entered on a computer as input. Dash are items entered on a computer as input. So the correct answer there is data. Data are items entered on a computer as input. Okay, so when you're entering data, you're putting items, you're entering items as inputs. Okay, we come to question 8. Question 8 is, a scanner copies dash documents and creates the dash that is stored in the computer. A scanner copies dash documents and create the dash that is stored in the computer. So here, what is the correct answer is a scanner copies printed documents and creates the soft copy that is stored in the computer. So here on soft copies, there are some other words that can be used, can be electronic copy. Okay, you can also put electronic copy there, the answer will be correct. So it is printed. So here it can also be a scanner copies, So for me, I would even accept if someone says a scanner copies add copy documents, a scanner copies add copy documents and create the soft copy that is stored in the computer. So a printed copy, like a paper is printed, it's a hard copy, and then it is scanned and then turned into a soft copy. The only thing there, when you say hard copy, that means it is generalizing everything that is hard copy. But when you say printed, it's definitely talking about what is printed somewhere. Okay, it can be on a paper, on a cloth, it's printed. So when you scan it, it's going to become soft copy, and it can be stored in the computer. So the correct answer there is printed and soft copy, just like I've written. Okay, please, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go to the next questions. Question 9 is as follows. Dash allows users to find a website even if they do not know the uniform resource locator, which is URL. Dash allows users to find website even if they do not know the uniform resource locator, URL. So the correct answer here is search engine. Search engine allows users to find a website even if they do not know the uniform resource locator, which is URL. Okay, we come to question number 10, which is to read account numbers on checks at a bank, dash leader is used. To read account numbers on checks at a bank, dash leader is used. So the correct answer here is MICR. MICR reader is used. So because of space, that's why I've written MICR reader. But the full words of those abbreviations are as follows: magnetic ink collector reader, magnetic ink collector reader. So basically, if you write MICR and someone writes magnetic ink character reader, both answers will be accepted. Both answers will be accepted. Okay, we come to question 11. Dash is the license that gives a company the rights to own software it has developed. Dash is the license that gives a company the rights to own software it has developed. So the correct answer for question 11 is copyright. Okay, copyright is the license that gives a company the rights to own software it has developed. Okay, we come to question 12. Question 12 is as follows. Question 12 is as follows. Dash odds program while the computer is on. Dash odds programs while the computer is on. So the correct answer there is RAM. Okay, RAM odds programs while the computer is on. In the first question, we are asked to to write the meaning of RAM, which is random access memory. So here, the other alternative answers that can be marked are main memory is also correct, as well as internal memory. Okay, so when you talk about main memory, internal memory, and RAM, these they are similar, and they will earn you a mark if you write either of the three answers. Okay, so we come to question 13, which is two examples of non-impact printers are. Two examples of non-impact printers are. So one, you can write printer and band printer, or you can also put interject. I'm giving you the third one because there are many. I'm giving you the third one so that at least if you can forget one between the two, you may be lucky to remember the third one. Okay, so one is drum printer and band printer. Then the other one, the third one for the third option is inkjet printer. Inkjet printer. So these three are examples of non-impact printers. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be grateful to see your subscription to our YouTube channel. Otherwise, let's go to the next questions. Question 14 is as follows. Dash is a device for sending images over a telephone line. Dash is a device for sending images over a telephone line. Okay, so the correct answer there is fax. Fax is a device for sending images over a telephone line. Okay, we come to 15. To use a computer network, a user must first log on by entering the username and. To use a computer network, a user must first log on by entering the username and dash. So the correct answers there for those questions are, you can either write PIN. PIN is the common word that I presume that you cannot forget to remember. Also, there is password. Password is also a common word that we use in day in, day out of our livelihood activities. So we talk about password. It's either when you are withdrawing money using a mobile phone, you can say enter the password or enter the PIN. Okay, so these are the two words that you can use. So if you write PIN there, your answer will be correct. If you write password there, the answer will be correct. You can also use the word security code. Okay, security code is also correct. If you write your answer to be security code, your answer will be correct. So basically, those are the three options of the answers for question 15. So PIN, password, and security code. All these three options are correct. Okay, now we come to section C. Section C has 30 marks. So this section carries 30 marks. And in this section, there are 5 questions in this section. So there are 5 questions in this section. You need to answer all the questions in the answer booklet provided. Okay, so there are 5 questions that you answer all of them, and then you write your answers in the answer booklet, that is the one that is provided. Question 1 of section C is as follows. The following diagram shows part of the components of a multimedia system. Complete the diagram by filling in the missing components. The following diagram shows part of the components of multimedia system. Complete the diagram by filling in the missing components. Okay, so let's go to the diagram. So when you look at the diagram, we have got multimedia there, and then we have got text on top there, then we have got audio, and we have got graphic there. Okay, so the other thing that have remained here, we can put animation here, and we can also put videos here. Okay, so we put animation and videos there down. Okay, so those are the answers. Remember, it's just carrying 2 marks and there are only 2 spaces. Okay, so those are the answers. Question 1b is as follows. Give one multimedia device that can be used for audio in the system. Give one multimedia device that can be used for audio in the system. Okay, so here what they have asked for is not specific. It can be a device that is used as an input or that can be used as an output. Okay, so we can mention any. So the most common one that deals with the media, the one we know, one is the speaker or home theater. Okay, speaker or home theater also deals with audio. Then we can also talk about microphone. So I'll just give you 2. So I've said home theater or microphone. Okay, home theater or microphone. Home theater or microphone. So between the 2 you can write one. I'm not going to crowd you with a lot of answers so that maybe it can even confuse you. I'll just give you 2. If you forget one, you can remember one. Okay, so microphone or home theater, or home theater or microphone. Okay, so between these 2 you can choose one. Question 1c is as follows. State one advantage of using multimedia in presentations. State one advantage of using multimedia in presentation. So what will be the advantage if you are using multimedia in your presentation? Okay, I'll give you 2, the easiest one. So since they want one, I'll give you 2. 1, it is easier to use. It is easy to use. The multimedia is easy to use. Okay, the other one is it saves time and money. It saves time and money. So when you use this, it will save you time and money. For instance, your presentation is using maybe the video. You can share with the people you're presenting the information to the video, and you don't have to use money, and you don't have to waste time, because you just send those multimedia files to them using Wi-Fi. It can even be Bluetooth. There are so many ways you can share with them, so it will save you time and money. And the other one, the one I mentioned first, is it is easier to use. It is easy to use. Okay, so those are the 2 I can give you, because they just want one. And remember, they are not the only one. So if you have the other ones that you can remember easily, you can write that, and you can also share with us in the comment section so that we can comment on them in terms of agreeing whether they are correct or not. So please, those are the 2 you can write. Easy to use, and it can also save time and money. Question 1d is as follows. State 2 disadvantages of multimedia. State 2 disadvantages of multimedia. Okay, 1, it may not be compatible with some device. Okay, so if you make a certain multimedia file, that means it may not be compatible with another device. Okay, 2, it takes time to create. So if you want to create a multimedia file, it will take you time to do that. Then the bonus one, software is expensive. So the software that you are going to use is expensive. Okay, it is expensive. For now, we can see free softwares that are dished out that have got limitation as well. But if you want to have a full kit of the software, you have to pay, and it is expensive. And if you want to buy, it is also expensive. Okay, so basically those are the 3 disadvantages. You can pick 2 from those. Question 2 is as follows. Complete the following table by filling in missing errors and meaning. The first part has been completed for you as an example. Okay, so that's what you need to do, like it is done on the first row there, the one I've put in the rectangle there. It is done already for you. So what you need to do now is to complete these gaps that are remaining. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the first one is done. Then here on the second row we have got Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to be putting the row that we are working on in a rectangle. Okay, so we say Microsoft Excel, the error. Now when there is an error with width of column too small, okay, if there is an error of width of column too small, so what error are you going to see? What kind of error are you going to see on the computer? So the error is going to be like that, the one I've written in the box there. Error, it's going to be like that. Okay, it's going to be like that, and once you write like that, then you have got 2 marks. Okay, then we come to the third row, which is Microsoft Word. Words underlined in green. Words are underlined in green. So if you have an error of words underlined in green, what is the meaning of that error? What is that error? So what it means is 1, it is wrong grammar. 2, no space between words. Okay, there is no space between words. So if there are no space between words, you will see words underlined in green. Okay, if there is no space between, and if also there is wrong grammar, you see that line again. Okay, then so the basic one there is I can even remove wrong grammar, but if there is no space between words, then that will be underlined as well. For Microsoft Desktop Publisher, we are on the 4th row. Then misspelling of words. What happens when you misspell words in Microsoft Desktop Publisher? What will happen if you misspell words? What kind of error are you going to have? So you have wavy red line. You're going to have wavy red line showing that the word is not well spelled. If the word is not well spelled, you're going to have a wavy red line. Okay, so the word that is misspelled will be underlined with a wavy red line. Okay, so basically that's how you answer question 2, and you just have to fill in 3 gaps. Okay, and that's what we have done. Okay. Question 3 is as follows. Start the picture of Microsoft Desktop Publishing Program and answer the questions that follow. Study the picture of Microsoft Desktop Publishing Program and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to start this picture, pay attention to the labeled parts. We have got part A there, and we have got also another part which is labeled B. You can see where it's written my picture, and then there is also the the letter B there. Okay, so you need to pay attention to those, more especially those that are labeled, because there might be a question that will refer to that labeled part, so you need to pay attention to that as well. Okay, now once we have studied the diagram, so what we can do now is go to the actual questions and answer each question. So let's come to question 3A, which is name the space labeled A. Name the space labeled A. The space labeled A is called scratch cards. It's called scratch cards. Okay, we come to 3B. Question 3B is what name is given to the outline labeled B? What name is given to the outline labeled B? The outline labeled B can be called borderline or boundaries or border. So any of those three words are correct. So you can write borderline or boundaries or border. All those three words are correct. We come to question 3C, which is state two types of publications. State two types of publications. So we have got the first one, which is graphics. Then the second one can also be text. So graphics or text. Okay, we come to question 3D. Question 3D is as follows. Give two uses of the desktop publication program. Give two uses of the desktop publication program. So the desktop publication program is used to make brochures, 2 newsletters. You can also use the desktop publication program to make flyers. So brochures, newsletters and flyers, all these answers are correct. I'm just going to give you 3 so that you can master them. So I've just given you 1 extra as usual. So if you know more than the 3 I've given you, which there are more than 3 the uses of desktop publication program. So since there are more than 3, then you can have other answers. So even other answers are correct, but I've just given you 3 so that I don't crowd you with a lot of uses which may end up confusing you. As you know, we are preparing for the examination that is coming. So those are the 3 answers that I can give you now. If you have got others, please write them in the comment section. I'll be glad to comment to say whether they are correct or not. But those are the 3 answers I'll give you. You can pick 2 from that and write those. Okay. We come to question 4. Question 4 is as follows. Computers play a very important role in hospitals and clinics. Okay, computer play a very important role in hospitals and clinics. Okay, so the first question in question 4 is question 4A, which is mention one input device apart from a keyboard that can be used to enter details of patients. Question 4A is mention one input device apart from a keyboard that can be used to enter details of patients. So the answer here for this question is 1 keypad, 2 touch screen. Okay, as you know that we have got touch screen phones and also computers which are touch screen. So the medical personnel can use either the keypad or the touch screen of the device. Okay, so those are the 2 correct answers. You can pick one from those. Okay, we come to question 4B. Question 4B is as follows. State 2 uses of computers in hospitals. State 2 uses of computers in hospitals. What do they use computers for? Okay, so I'm going to give you three since they want two. So the first one is for recording management at the pharmacy. So when there are deliveries of medicine, the computers will be used to log in that information. They will put in that information in the computer so that it can be easily accessed and easily stored. So they will store the records of the records that are recorded at the famous will be stored in the computer as well as being entered in the computer for easy access. The other one is to keep information for workers. So we know nowadays that our information as workers is kept in the computer. So even at the hospital, the information for the workers will be kept at the hospital. Okay, so it can be the duty rota, it can be personal information like the qualifications, the number of children, all sort of information that concerns the worker will be stored in the computer. It is going to be stored in the computer. Okay, so the other one is to keep the records of patients. Nowadays it's very easy, as you can see in most of towns where computers have been introduced. You will never see people going to the hospital with books nowadays. They just say the name and the data is given to the medical personnel. So the computers are also used to record the information of patients. Okay, so it will immediately, your name is given to the person who is handling the computer. He's going to have the information there, and then that is how the computers in the hospital are used to store or record the information of the patient. Okay, we come to question 4C. Question 4C is as follows. Give two ways of protecting records of patients stored on computers. Give two ways of protecting records of patients stored on computers. I know as for now you realize that informations that are stored on the computers sometimes are at risk of being stolen from the hackers. Okay, so how do you protect that information? And sometimes not only hackers, sometimes there is a situation that the computer malfunction. Okay, sometimes it collapses, that everything needs to be deleted. Okay, so how do you protect this information? So the first thing you need to do is, one, you have a backup for that information. That is the first thing you have to do. You have a backup. When you have a backup, that means even if the information is not totally protected in terms of stealing it, but you have the second information in case anything happens to the computer that it lends it unrepairable, then that means that information is there. The second information, the same information on the second storage is there. Then the other point, when it comes to hackers, you can put antivirus on a computer. If viruses are sent to your computer and you have got antivirus, that means you're going to protect your computer, okay, and your data, because the computer is protected with the antivirus. And then if someone sends the antivirus, sends the virus there, you will find the antivirus which will fight the viruses. Two, you use password. For instance, if someone wants to steal the information physically, okay, not remotely, but he comes to the computer and you want to steal the information manually, then you can you can put password. So if that person doesn't know the password, there's no way he's going to access the information. Okay, so I've given you almost three. So I'll give you the fourth one, which is you can also encrypt the data. Okay, you encrypt the data. If you encrypt it with the password, that means if someone has to decrypt it, he has to use a password, then the information will be totally safe. So basically, those are the four ways you can protect the information. Now remember, I've given you three under protecting your data from thieves. And the first one is backup, which protect your data, the information you have put in always from thieves, as well as from any unforeseen circumstance, like the computer collapses, there is damage to the computer, then the backup will be a solution to all the three I've mentioned. Okay, so please, these are the answers. Just pick two and write those two, and then you are fine. So even if you leave backup, but you pick from these three I've given you down here, and you pick two from there, those are also correct. You'll be marked correct. In this case, I've given you 4 options. Okay, we come to question 4D. Question 4D is as follows. Give one storage medium for backing up records of patients. Give one storage medium for backing up records of patients. So when you want to back up the information of the patients, one, you can use a flash disk. I'm sure all of us will know the flash. Okay, you can use the flash to put that information in that. Now that determines the size of the data and the size of the flash. Okay, majority of the data is not too heavy. The volume is too small, so it can be even backed up in a flash. And then you keep this flash in the safe place, because if you don't keep the flash in the safe place, that means the same flash can be used to store information. So you keep it at the safe place. You can also use external hard drive. You can also use the external hard drive. We know what external hard drive is. This is the hard drive that is not inside the computer. It can be mobile. It can be used to different computers. So those are 2. Since they want one, I'll give you those 2. But there are many. There is DVDs. You can use CDs. You can use magnetic tape. You can use magnetic disk. All those things can also be used to back up the information. Okay, so please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Remember to share is to care. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we are down on our knees begging you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a target to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I know that is huge, but I believe in you, our audience, our subscribers, our viewers who are watching these videos. Please, you can share with your friends and encourage them to subscribe. That's the only way you can pay us back, and we'll be grateful. We don't really need your paying back, but we need you to do well in your exams. But a subscription will be a motivation factor that will encourage us to make more videos. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 5 is as follows. Study the following picture of the spreadsheet program and answer the questions that follow. Study the following picture of the spreadsheet program and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so what you need to do is you pay attention and study the diagram. So you study the diagram and you pay attention to the items that are recorded, as well as the columns there and everything. You just pay attention. You pay attention to A, B, and C there. Every part that is labeled, as well as the prices. Okay, now once I've done that, then we can go to the actual questions. So when you forget how the diagram look like or what is on the diagram, please you can go back and refer to the diagram so that you are sure of what you are writing. Okay, so question 5a is as follows. Give the cell address for the active cell shown in the picture. Okay, so the active cell is the one I've labeled there. I've put in the rectangle in red there. That is the active cell. So what is it called? That cell is called C8. Okay, it is called C8. Okay, then we come to question 5b. Write the formula that was entered in the cell B9 to calculate the total. Write the formula that was entered in cell B9 to calculate the total. So the formula that was entered is equal sum open bracket B3 colon B7 close bracket, which is equal to B3 plus B4 plus B5 plus B6 plus B7. Okay, that is the formula that was entered. Okay, we come to question 5b2. Remember that one was 5b1. Now 5b2 is what formula was entered in cell B10 to calculate the biggest price. What formula was entered in the cell B10 to calculate the biggest price? Okay, so the formula that was entered is max open bracket B3 colon B7. Okay, that is the formula that was entered, max open bracket B3 colon B7 close bracket. That is the formula that was entered. Okay, let's go to question 5c. What formula was entered in cell B11 to obtain number of devices? What formula was entered in cell B11 to obtain number of devices? So the correct answer is equal to sign count open bracket B3 colon B7 close bracket. That is the formula that was entered, the one I've written there on the screen. Okay, so we come to question 5D. Question 5D is as follows. In what order have items in the spreadsheet been entered? In what order have the items in the spreadsheet been entered? Okay, so the order, when you look at the items, when you go back to the diagram and look at the items, the order in which the diagrams have been, not diagrams, the items have been entered when you look at the diagram. So when you look at this diagram, they are in alphabetical order and in ascending. They are in alphabetical order, descending order. Sorry, what did I say? Alphabetical order in descending. As you can see, we are starting with a word scanner, then printer, then mouse, then keyboard. It's more or less like we're starting from Z coming to A. Okay, so that is descending order. So they are in alphabetical order and in descending order. So I can write my answer as in alphabetical descending order. In alphabetical descending order. Okay, so basically those are the answers to question 5. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you found the entire video helpful, please remember to like and share with your friends. Remember, sharing is caring. I said that earlier on. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be grateful to see your subscription to our YouTube channel. And if you have got some recommendation, if there's somewhere where you need to encourage us to do well, please, we'll be down on our knees to receive your recommendation as well. Remember, easy learning zed-Mathematics, the future is bright. It's not going to grow without your support. It can be negative form and positive form. We are also learning as well. Remember, we're not just teaching, we're also learning. So if we know how we can impact your life positively, we'll be grateful to go with that way. It doesn't matter the number of queries will be. Even if you are single, there is single recommendation, we will do it, because our aim is to make sure that you do well in your exams. So please don't hesitate to say to tell us your observation so that we can work on it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. You really encourage us to make more videos through your views. So thank you so much. We'll continue making videos, and we wish you a successful examination. Do your best. We believe in you. That's why we're making these videos. Thank you so much. God bless you.